Kim Jae-kyu was the South Korean Army Lieutenant General and the director of the Korean Central Intelligence Agency, KCIA, and he's the one who assassinated President Park Chung-hee, who had been one of his closest friends. By the way, Kim Jae-kyu remains a controversial figure with many contradictions. Kim Jae-kyu is regarded by some as a patriot who ended Park Chung-hee's 18-year military dictatorship, and by others as a traitor who killed his longtime benefactor out of personal grievance. On March 6, 1926, Kim Jae-kyu was born in Gumi City, North Gyeongsang Province during the Japanese colonial rule. By the way, Gumi is also Park Chung-hee's hometown. Kim Jae-kyu graduated from Gyeongbuk University, Gyeongbukdae, in 1945 and became a middle school teacher until the newly independent South Korean government established its military and created the Korean Military Academy, then called Joseon Defense Academy. He graduated from the Joseon Defense Academy in December 1946, the same year as Park Chung-hee, and from Army College in 1952. In 1961, when Park Chung-hee staged a military coup to seize power, Kim Jae-kyu did not participate in the coup, and he was suspected of being counter-revolutionary. Kim Jae-kyu was temporarily detained until he was released on Park Chung-hee's order. During Park Chung-hee's dictatorship, Kim Jae-kyu was appointed as the commander of 6th Division in 1963 when there was a widespread demonstration against the Korean-Japanese Treaty in 1964, which Park Chung-hee pursued in secret and was widely regarded to be disadvantageous to Korean fishermen. Kim Jae-kyu's 6th Division was dispatched to Seoul to subdue student demonstrations. Kim Jae-kyu's handling of the situation was said to have earned Park Chung-hee's trust and favor. Park Chung-hee ran for a third term in the 1971 presidential election, and Kim Jae-kyu persuaded Park Chung-hee to promise to voters that it would be his last term. In the 1971 election, Park Chung-hee had nearly lost to opposition leader Kim Dae-jung despite spending 10% of the national budget on his re-election campaign. The Yushin Constitution was designed to guarantee his dictatorship for life, so Park Chung-hee was later re-elected as the president by unanimous vote of approximately 2,000 delegates. According to Kim Jae-kyu's subordinate officers at 3rd Army Group, Kim Jae-kyu did not hide his displeasure at learning of the Yushin Constitution. On February 4, 1976, Kim Jae-kyu was summoned by President Park and was appointed as the director of the Korean Central Intelligence Agency called KCIA, one of the most powerful and fearful positions under Park Chung-hee's dictatorship. The KCIA was established in 1961 to coordinate both international and domestic intelligence activities, including those of the military, with primary aim of combating communism in North Korea. Since then, it was used to suppress any domestic opposition to Park Chung-hee's regime, using its broad powers to wiretap, arrest, and detain suspects without a court order. The KCIA was responsible for widespread violations of human rights, engaging in torture, political murder, and kidnapping. It was also heavily involved in behind-the-scenes political maneuverings to weaken the opposition parties using bribery, blackmail, threat, arrest, and/or torture of opposition lawmakers. Later, Kim Jae-kyu claimed that he did not want the position but thought it would give him the best chance to persuade President Park Chung-hee and reform the Yushin system. The last year of Park Chung-hee's rule was particularly turbulent, with increasing opposition from the New Democratic Party. In May 1979, Kim Young-sam was elected as the chairman of the New Democratic Party, and Park Chung-hee was determined to remove Kim Young-sam from the political scene like imprisoned Kim Dae-jung. The political tension intensified further when Kim Young-sam gave an interview with New York Times reporter Henry Stoke, in which he called on the US to make a choice between the military dictatorship and the Korean people, and to stop supporting Park Chung-hee's regime. Park Chung-hee ordered Kim Young-sam's expulsion from the National Assembly, which Kim Jae-kyu feared to be a disastrous path. On October 3, 1979, Kim Jae-kyu met with Kim Young-sam, hoping to find a way to avoid such development, which unfortunately didn't go well. Then Kim Young-sam was expelled from the National Assembly, which led all 66 New Democratic Party lawmakers to submit their resignation to the National Assembly. Uprising broke out in Kim Young-sam's hometown in Busan on October 16, 1979, resulting in arson of 30 police stations over 7 days. It was the largest demonstration since the days of President Lee Seung-man and spread to nearby Masan on October 19 and other cities. with students and citizens calling for repeal of the Yushin Constitution. And Kim Jae-kyu went to Busan to investigate the situation and found that the demonstration were not riots by some college students but more like a popular uprising joined by regular citizens. So he warned President Park Chung-hee the uprising would spread to 5 other largest cities including Seoul. Park Chung-hee said he himself would give an order to fire upon demonstrations if the situation got worse. Kim Jae-kyu's position was complicated by his rivalry with Cha Ji-chul, chief of the Presidential Security Service, and worsening relationship with President Park Chung-hee. Cha Ji-chul served Park Chung-hee in close proximity since 1974 and became his favorite and most trusted advisor. Cha Ji-chul began to engage in political maneuverings with President Park Chung-hee's blessing, which resulted in frequent clash with the KCIA. As Cha Ji-chul increased his influence and power within the administration, there were even wide rumors saying Kim Jae-kyu would be soon replaced. So on the day of assassination, Park Chung-hee and his entourage visited ribbon-cutting ceremonies for a dam and a KBS TV transmitting station. Kim Jae-kyu was expected to accompany Park Chung-hee, but Cha Ji-chul blocked him from riding in the same helicopter with President Park Chung. After the trip, Park Chung-hee instructed KCIA to prepare for one of his numerous banquets at a KCIA safe house in Jongno-gu, Seoul. When Kim Jae-kyu was notified of the banquet, he called Army Chief of Staff Chung Sung-hwa 15 minutes later to invite him to the KCIA safe house and arranged to have him dine with KCIA Deputy Director Kim Jung-seop in a nearby KCIA building in the same compound. During the dinner, Kim Jae-kyu and Cha Ji-chul argued with each other over some political issues, and Park Chung-hee rebuked Kim Jae-kyu, while Cha Ji-chul continued to emphasize the inability of the KCIA. And Cha Ji-chul even suggested demonstrators and opposition lawmakers should be mowed down with tanks. Kim Jae-kyu left the dining room to convene with his closest subordinate, former Marine Colonel and KCIA Chief's agent Park Sung-ho, and Army Colonel and Kim Jae-kyu's secretary Park Chung-ju. Kim Jae-kyu told them, "The Chief of Staff and Deputy Director are here as well. Today is the day." Kim Jae-kyu re-entered the room with a semi-automatic pistol, shot Cha Ji-chul in the arm and then Park Chung-hee in the left chest. He attempted to fire again on Cha Ji-chul but the gun jammed. Cha Ji-chul fled to a bathroom and Kim Jae-kyu came back with his subordinate's gun and shot Cha Ji-chul again in the abdomen and Park Chung-hee in the head, who was dead by then. Upon hearing the initial shots, KCI Chief Agent Park Sun-ho shot 2 bodyguards in the waiting room to death. At the same time, Colonel Park Chung-ju and 2 other KCI agents stormed the kitchen and killed the remaining bodyguard.